I felt wronged. I felt like I was treated unfairly. All I always wanted to do was share the gospel, share the good news with other people, and they came and stopped me. When I was 20 years old, I was approached by two men who, were Christians, and they wanted to share with me the things about Christianity and, what does that really mean? Reading the scriptures and seeing that, I just felt a burden in my heart to share the gospel. That exhilaration pretty much thrust me out to share the good news of Jesus Christ with other individuals. And what better place to do that than a college campus? And to do that obviously in a gracious and a compassionate and loving way. We need to always constantly be encouraging people to have hope. That's something that I do on a daily basis. I want to get to know people. I want to get to interact with them and get to know who they are. I want to love people with sharing the greatest news in the world.
In July of 2016, Chike wanted to share his faith publicly on his college campus, so he went to Georgia Gwinnett College and began to distribute religious literature and to talk about his faith with passersby. Shortly after he arrived there, campus police came to him and told him that he needed to stop, and that he needed to get advance permission and make a reservation before he could share his faith publicly on campus. And he could only do it in a designated area, which is called a speech zone.
I have to ask your permission to exercise my First Amendment rights. That's not freedom of speech. But nonetheless, I got the permission. I signed documents. I indicated what time and what place I was going to be there. I indicated the content of my message. I even submitted the literature that I was going to be handing out. And two police officers came and stopped me again. I just felt frustrated. I felt confused. Why would you encourage debate or vigorous conversation on campus, and then you're telling me to stand in a spot in order for me to share my faith? But I do hope that the Supreme Court would make this right. They silenced me and nothing was done about it.
The lower court told Chike that what had happened to him didn't matter. ADF cares deeply about this issue because the college had no consequences for violating his constitutional rights. An overwhelming number of colleges and universities have unconstitutional policies in place right now, and they do almost exactly what Georgia Gwinnett did. The Center for Academic Freedom has had over 400 victories across this nation against public colleges and universities. But frankly, we can't keep up with the number of unconstitutional policies that they adopt. Universities are supposed to be about the free exchange of ideas as we're raising the next generation of leaders. They should be able to speak freely on their campuses. That's one reason why this case is so important, and it's also why it crosses ideological lines. It doesn't matter what your viewpoint is, you want to be able to express that viewpoint and to engage in debate. If the government has no consequences for violating our constitutional rights, then what's the point of having those rights in the first place?
It's not just about me. Other students are also met with the same opposition that I was met with. When we live in a country where free speech is being silenced, it's no longer free anymore. And a win for me would be a win for all of us.